Hey YouTube, this is my brother's Steelswarm deck. He got it from the Dual Terminal 5. It's also in the Hidden Arsenal 5, so if you want to make the deck, that's where you can get them at. So, here we go.
Yeah, these Steelswarms, they pretty much work like frog monarchs. Since they have their own keyboards with frogs and support, and they have other supports as well. So yeah. Here are the monsters. These Steelswarm cells. Starter dragons pretty much. But you can't synchro with these guys. And you can't synchro with these guys, and you can't tribute for like another monster except for a Steelswarm. So you can't go kites with the deck. And the deck doesn't really need synchros. It's possible, but just unneeded. 2 scouts, just treeborn frogs, pretty much just. But these guys have some restrictions. Like these guys, they only come out at the start of main phase 1, so it pretty much has to be the first thing you do. So and pretty much like when he's brought up from the grave on that turn, you can't special summon any other times that turn. So you gotta like sort of think if you want to use this guy. Oh yeah, and this guy needs an empty back row too, so you have to run like pretty lots of traps. 2 gatekeepers. These are the only Steelswarms with actual defense. So, but it's because of that. It says he's sort of hard to recycle with some of the cards. But what his effect is, it's when there's a tribute summon of a Steelswarm, and he's face up while it happens. That means you can normal summon 1 extra time. So let's say he's on the field and he's face up. You tribute for a Steelswarm, and then you get an extra normal summon. So you can tribute him again, or just like some other Steelswarm if you want. So yeah, these guys just help bring out other guys to the field if you have them in your hand. Triple Steelswarm Collar. When these guys are used for a tribute summon of a Steelswarm monster, then you can special summon a Steelswarm from the deck. So which means if he's on the field, tribute summon Steelswarm. You can special summon either like a level 4 or lower, so you can bring out another copy of this if you want. This guy, scouts or cells, but mainly these guys, because they're, like I said, like, and since he comes out as being counted, if he's brought out by a caller, it counts as him coming out on the summon. So he's able to catch the summon and get the extra normal summon on the turn. So it's good to move these guys around. So yeah. Here's the bigger monsters now. Double Mantis. What these guys do, when you can pay 1,000 and special summon a Steelswarm from the graveyard. Which means if you have a gatekeeper in the grave and you tribute summon, you pay 1,000, bring this guy out, and since he's out on the summon, you can normal summon one extra time. And like let's say you have 2 of these guys in hand, you just like start off with this guy, bring out him, do it again. You can bring out the same monster you tribute summon too. So you can just keep on going if you want. But 2 is really all you need. 3 is a little bit much. But I mean, like there's like different builds I've tried. So yeah. Double Steelswarm Moth. You pay when you summoned, you pay 1,000 and bounce 2 cards on your opponent's side of the field and add to their hand. So these guys just clear up the field and give a direct attack. These guys are 24 too, so they could like run over like some stuff. Just like pretty much like Saber Ball Trolls or some other, and gold or silvers from Dark Rolls. Triple Steelswarm Gearstag. Even though he's a level 7, his effect allows you to use only 1 Steelswarm for a tribute summon for him. And when he's tribute summoned, you can send a monster from your opponent's side of the field to the grave and gain 1,000. So this guy's a really good card for the deck. You just want to preserve these guys and protect them. And so since he sends, it stops Stardust, gets over Stardust, and you're gaining 1,000 since you have to pay 1,000 for Moth and Mantis. Well, here's the cover monster from Arsenal 5. Cockastag. But he's a little slow, but the only reason he's in the deck right now is just because like there really isn't any more of the supports out there yet. But when he's tribute summoned, like you gotta use 2 for this guy. When he's tribute summoned, you gotta use they have to be Steelswarms, and when he's tribute summoned, you can either activate one of the effects. You can either blow up all the monsters on the field except for himself, or he could destroy all of the spells or traps on the field. So he's a mix of Dark Hole and Heavy Storm, pretty much. But he's really useful when you get him out there. And here's the non-Steelswarms. These double Dark Gripper. These guys just help dump out the deck. You just need to dump out your scouts, your gatekeepers, so you can reuse them with Mantis and all that. And use Stygian street patrols as well to get out of field presence. I'm thinking of taking out a Gripper for one Armageddon though, or Foliage. Since the deck doesn't really have a back row, just one Gores, double Trag. These guys just since there's some somewhat different levels in the deck, like level 6, level 8, level 7. It's just you can take control of various monsters, and level 4s as well. And you can use Stygians with these guys too. Take out if he's in your hand, you can use Stygian. Double Battlefader. Since there's no back row, you gotta have some protection, so that's why there's the double Trag and the Gores. The deck's gonna get slinked out a lot, so yeah, you guys just have that protection on you. Triple Stygian Street Patrol. Pretty much use Dark Grippers to dump these guys into the grave as fast. And you keep these guys as a field presence so you don't special summon others like your Steelswarm color. So you don't have to waste your normal summon. Makes things much faster once you get these guys in the grave. Here are the spells. One Dark Hole. Staple. Heavy Storm. Triple First Step towards Infestation. These are quick plays. So what they do, you pick you can return a face-up tribute summon Steelswarm monster that I control, and you just send it back to your hand, and then you just draw a card.
Yeah, it's mainly for protection. It's probably one of the 2 best cards for the deck as of right now.
It's let's say your Garrus Egg's on the field, and you just been hitting back row, so you just attack, and they go Deep Prison or Mirror Force. You just activate those in your hand, and then you just bounce it back, and you just get a free card. And cards like this work best with Tragodia as well, so because you get the 2 other cards in hand. And 2 Reoccurring Nightmares. These things are pretty much are really recyclable with this deck.
They're free reincarnations, basically.
Yeah. You could grab 2 darks with 0 attack, 2 dark monsters with 0 defense, and your grave and amps in your hand. So I mean, if you ever had a Dark Grepper, your Battlefader, you can add that deck. Your Tragodia, and pretty much all your Steelswarms except for a Gatekeeper, because Gatekeeper, like I said earlier, is the only one with actual defense.
Everything else has 0.
Yeah. Double Duality. I thought about 3, but I always thought that 2 was pretty much at its best.
And plus you're normal summoning here, so
yeah,
not much to
lose minus from it. Oh, it's just the only thing contradicts with the Steelswarm Scouts. It's double MST, you can just get the skill drains out the way. And just 1 trap, like Devastation, just for control.
Yeah, there's the deck list. Subscribe and like. Thanks. See ya.